Greg, we've got two of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight, defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The talented wing pair of Brown and Tatum. And there's Porzingis, then it's Holiday, and it's Hauser in at the 4 slot. Now here's Tatum. Takes the 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Okongwu, the pass to Young. Porzingis against Johnson. Hawks passing it around. Here's Young. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel.
Love to see that from Dyson Daniels. He's a gifted passer.
Brown outside. Holiday sets the pick for Brown. Pass to Porzingis. Now here is Holiday. Fires for 3. Trains it from beyond the arc.
That play happens because of the solid pass from Holiday.
Now Reza Shea. He had 15 points last outing. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, in a year with no consensus #1 overall pick, Zachary Risa-Shea out of France, maybe not a surefire star, but certainly a player with a lot of talent, a 3-and-D prospect with the prototype length and size. The Hawks saw him as a plug-and-play addition to their roster. He should be making an instant impact, guys.
Absolutely. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Now, Okongwu, after Jason Tatum missed on that last 3-pointer. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now, we talked about Jrue Holiday and how he plans to stop him from being a factor out there. Coach said it won't be easy. He told me Holiday is a gifted two-way guy, but I think we can trip him up by staying on him on all times, by staying aggressive. So that direct approach is what they hope throws Holiday off his game. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Porzingis inside. Okongwu on him. Porzingis can't hit. The Hawks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Johnson finds Okongwu. Young looking around. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. It's tipped. Young with the steal. Johnson outside. Out to the right wing. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. When you talk about a guy taking a leap, Jalen Johnson took huge steps forward in his 3rd NBA season.
Kevin, how many times have we seen it where a really talented young player is playing on a team that has star power, and so naturally they're able to settle into the role they're going to play? That is what has happened with Jalen Johnson. I expect him to take another leap forward this season.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
And Johnson drops them both. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting. Excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with it.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Jalen Johnson. Porzingis finds Horford. Here's Brown. He's covered by Daniels. Pass to Porzingis from outside the arc. Rebound by the Hawks. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, and they didn't get, like, blown out in that game, but it felt deflating, and it felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going, no matter who they had out on the court.
And even when Tatum isn't the shooter, he's dangerous. He can set others up to finish the job.
Johnson outside. Okongwu with a screen on Tatum. So Grant, as ball turns to winner. The season just getting underway.
Yeah, Kevin, and you kind of feel like, man, we're in it. We are trying to get on the floor and get ourselves to the end of the year. So, yeah, pack your jackets, get your sweats, the full sweatsuits on. We're ready to travel, and we're in the thick of things now.
And both free throws good for Johnson. And the Hawks have been part of the play-in tournament 3 consecutive seasons.
Yeah, since that run, Kevin, in the 2021 conference finals, it has been tough sledding for Atlanta. They've really been stuck in middling in that 7 to 10 range, which is forcing you to play some tough opponents in those early rounds. They have not overcome that.
So it's the Hawks now. After the three-pointer from Al Horford. Takes a three. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Risacher. Johnson's got 9 points.
And this is why the coaching staff just continues to encourage Jalen Johnson. Dynamite off the catch.
Porzingis can't hit.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Okongwu with the screen for Johnson. Down low. Okongwu's shot is good.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Celtics trail by 3. Outside Tatum. Outside Horford. Off target from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Daniel. Johnson with a screen on Brown. Here's the teardrop. Daniels, no good. The Celtics have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. The rebound by Johnson. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Hornets in Charlotte. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
The Hawks making a switch here. Capella's checked in. And Boston has possession. It's a 3-point game. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Yeah, people who saw this game got their money's worth, and it was fitting that they split the season series, given the enormous talent level on both sides.
Boston making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Pass to Daniels. Young, a screen on Brown. Daniels from outside. Rebound, Boston. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
The Hawks leading. Capella, the pass to Young. Back to Capella. Daniels with it. Hasn't made one yet. The Hawks again can't hit. Brown kicks to Holiday. Pass to Tatum. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Now here's Tatum. Outside Holiday to the paint. Horford kicks to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Over Daniels. Holiday gets the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 1.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Capella with a screen on Holiday. It's good from long range. Young's got 5 points so far.
Undeniable range. Young is going to pull up the moment he gets any angle out there.
Right side Horford. Pass to Tatum. On the wing, Holiday. Nice ball movement by Boston. Horford sets a screen for Tatum from deep. Buries the long-range jumper.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Back to Young. Here's Risacher. Johnson sets the screen for Risacher. Really left alone that time. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here is Holiday. His last outing, he had 8 points. Rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Capella. Young with the ball. He's covered by Brown. 3-pointer, Daniels. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Boston trailing. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Risacher with the steal. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always Respected Coach Snyder. The Hawks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. First free throw is good. And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gaze checked in, and it's LeVert in for Daniels. And then for Boston, Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for Drew Holiday. And Atlanta has possession following Jaylen Brown's three. To the middle. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Hawks lead by 2. .135 left to play in the first quarter. Brown the pass to Pritchard. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Brown. Three-pointer, Horford. LeVert grabs the miss. And so LeVert will bring it up for the Hawks. Puts up a deep three. Craig pulls it in. The Celtics shooting 40% here in the early stages. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. It's Brown with the drive. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Here's Mann, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, Capella at that size really has no issues spotting the open man.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
And that one misses.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
You got to respect the mind Brown has for the game. Both ends of the floor, he is so good at spotting the opening and taking advantage.
And Brown drops them both. The Hawks leading. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Mann. Clock at 6. With the drive. It's hauled in by Cornette.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And here's Brown outside. Jaylen Johnson, he's been the guy making things happen for the Hawks. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Atlanta.
They haven't been afraid of getting hit on the way up, marching their way to the line and capitalizing.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Caris LeVert is out there with Young. Then it's Terrence Mann. Then it's Okongwu. And Gay is in at the 4.
Good up-tempo play there from Young, firing that shot off before the D could react.
There's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Young from outside, the rebound by the Celtics.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
There's Brown with the 3. Another miss for him, now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Young in the corner. Back to Mann. Pass to Gay. Hawks passing it around. Okongwu a screen. Young from outside drops in the tray. Young's got the lead up to 3 now for Atlanta.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Now Porzingis. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Drew Holiday is checked in for Jaylen Brown. Here's Hauser. 5 points in the game. Shoots a fader. Count it. And the Atlanta lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Holiday.
Yeah, I'm looking over at the coaching staff. Smiles on their face. That's what they want. Holiday very skilled at getting to that spot and hitting a J.
Okongwu dishes to Young. Again, Young missing.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But, Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really, the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest.
And he makes the first.
And I still think, even after a few seasons, that Porzingis has a focus to continue to get stronger physically.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Mann gets the bucket.
Just good aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Porzingis with a screen on LeVert.
Holiday perks up a little bit when he gets to the inside, knowing that there's the possibility of some contact.
Celtics have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Drew Holiday.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
There's the pick. Three-pointer, LeVert. Craig pulls it in. The Celtics have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. LeVert against Holiday. Porzingis with a screen on LeVert. Floats one up. The shot by Holiday, no good. Atlanta's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Gay misses. Boston shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Hauser the pass to Pritchard. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
With a timely move from Trae Young getting there and blocking the shot.
LeVert. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throw. Here. That one is on Holiday.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shoot 2.
No good on the free throw. Dyson Daniels checked in for Terrence Mann. Good on the second free throw. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Outside, Porzingis. The kick out to Holiday. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Hawks leading. Now, here's Okongwu. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Lest us not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
And here is Craig. Porzingis with a screen on LeVert. Craig with it. He's picked up by LeVert. Boston again missing. Atlanta is shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. LeVert is screen on Holiday. Here's Daniels. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Looking confident inside at 6'7". Daniels has the height to feel comfortable down low.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Jalen Johnson's checked in for Atlanta.
One shot.
Dyson Daniels, when he steps onto the court, he's got a hunger to make an impact, and he's trying to put his team in position to win.
Pass to Holiday. Here's Pritchard. Shot clock at 5. Lets it fly. Boston again missing. The Hawks leading by 4. And one of those guys, Brent, who can take over a game, sometimes from beginning to end, is Trae Young.
It is remarkable, Kevin, especially at his size in today's game. It reminds me a lot of playing against Allen Iverson, a guy who could dominate the game as a small player, and that's what Trae is. But what he can do offensively, the instincts that he shows, the way he can get it going offensively, he's truly a remarkable talent in terms of a small guy dominating a big man's game.
Hauser the pass to Porzingis. It's Young on the wing for 3. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston.
Celtics substitution. Number 0. Jason Tatum.
Celtics trail by 7. Here's Pritchard. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. Six to shoot. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Pritchard. The kick out to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. They could use a bucket. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Johnson outside. Okongwu with the screen for Johnson. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Long arms and some quick hands that time. Some good awareness as Porzingis just kept moving.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the Hawks with possession here. Young outside. Lets it go with the 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Inside, Porzingis with the steal. Out to the right wing. Here's Pritchard. A 3-pointer is right on target. Pritchard's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Celtics. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Celtics.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Yeah, I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Boston making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. Now Riza Shea. He has 5. To the inside. It's picked off. Hauser the pass to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Outside Holiday. Risacher with the steal. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Johnson, and he uses the glass on the layup. 11 points for Johnson.
And Trey knows he's going to get all the attention, does a good job of finding the open man.
Pass to Hauser. And here is Tatum. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Young's shot is off.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Pass to Tatum. Here's Hauser. Here's Pritchard. No good on the triple. High post Johnson. Daniels passes to Johnson. Capella with it. Capella draws the double. Back to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
In a moment here, let's check out the numbers for Daniels. Last season's performance for him. He put up about 6 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he'd like to put last year behind him, hoping for a much better showing this time around.
Well, it was a year to forget. You clean the slate, you come back, you stay positive. He's going to be all right.
And that one falls for Johnson. Atlanta making a switch here. Mann's checked in. The Celtics also changing it up. Al Horford's checked in for Tatum. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Jrue Holiday. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Here's Pritchard. 6 points for him. Pass to Brown. Here's Pritchard. Celtics passing it around. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. And really a tough break for the D.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Horford. Brown deciding where to go with it. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And you can tell Brown has a mind for the game. Calls the pick and roll and works it to perfection.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Risacher with it. He's got 5. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 6. Over Horford. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And Jalen Johnson just getting smarter and smarter as he gets experience. He has a good sense of when to score.
A putback.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, T.A.?
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Latrey gets the three-pointer to fall. Brown's got the lead up to 2 now for Boston.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Poked away. Outside, Horford. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
His offensive approach tonight has been aggressive, and it's paid off with a lot of trips to the line.
That one is off. Karis LeVert's checked in for Dyson Daniels. And the second free throw, good. 43 seconds left in the first half. Here's Pritchard. LeVert defending. Brown outside. Clock at 6. Shot on the wing, and it's Boston with another.
And guys, really no surprise to see Brown flourishing on offense. He is just fearless on that end.
Now, man. Johnson the screen. Atlanta again missing. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the Celtics as they end the second quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Hey, folks, what a start for Jaylen Brown.
He took a lot of good shots in the first half, also made some contested shots, playing with great confidence.
You know what? A couple of times, you could just see defenders hang their heads, man.
And looking ahead, here's what's to come later on tonight in the NBA. Over at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, the Cavaliers will face off against the Bucks. That one starting at 7 p.m. Eastern.
This is the kind of game everyone tunes in for. Should be a good.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Jalen Johnson has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the court for the Celtics, the talented wing pair of Brown and Tatum. Then it's Holiday, and there's Porzingis, and it's Hauser in at the 4. Young outside, stolen by Holiday. Pass to Hauser. Back to Holiday. Celtics passing it around. Outside Tatum. Outside Holiday. 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. Connects from three-point range. Holiday's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Celtics.
That's a beautiful shot there for Drew. Defenses have to account for Drew Holiday out there behind the arc.
Okongwu with a screen on Holiday. Back to Johnson. Here's Risacher. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Risacher's got 8 points. Celtics leading by 3. Pass to Hauser. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Brown outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
Oh, the DNA of Jaylen Brown. This guy competes. They're responding with a three of his own.
Now, here is Young. 14 points for him. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Holiday with the three. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got his 7th rebound here tonight. In the corner, Daniels trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Friday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets.
And you know, for that matchup with Atlanta, that's one that I'm particularly curious about. Should be a fun matchup with the rosters those teams have.
And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second. Celtics leading by 5. Down low. He's covered by Daniels. Down low. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Smart for Holiday to get that shot off even after the hack from the defense.
The Celtics have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Such a terrific two-way guy. Jrue Holiday isn't just an offensive powerhouse. He loves to play defense. I mean, loves it.
And the Hawks making a change here. Gaze checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
So many things have changed around Jrue Holiday. And one thing that's been a constant is that he's a hard worker, such a great all-around player who likes to be a leader, and he has been for this ball club.
Pass to Hauser. Tatum deciding where to go with it. From the arc. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Okongwu, the pass to Young. Porzingis with the block.
That's a forgotten skill, as Porzingis able to get up there and throw that one away. He's finished top 10 in blocks a couple of times.
Pass to Hauser. Outside Tatum. A 3-ball. Atlanta with the rebound. Okongwu's now got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Gay. The kick out to Young. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Boston. Boston leading by 3. Outside Holiday. Outside Porzingis. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And it's 7 points for Porzingis. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to talk to his guys. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
A smart move here, talk things over He's really eating them up, and they've tried a few different looks defensively. Nothing quite getting it done.
Get it loud and give a big welcome to your Hawks Squad. Get loud, fans. On the court is your Hawks Squad.
And how about the numbers here for Jrue Holiday? He had a strong showing last season. Last season, put up about 12 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you love how he facilitates their offense. Just a terrific decision maker.
So many times it's with the extra pass, and man, he's delivering.
Young from outside. Rebound, Boston.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Pass to Tatum. On the wing, Holiday. Here's Brown. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. The Hawks trail by 5. Young outside. Here's Risacher. And here is Okongwu. 6 to shoot. Here's Daniels. Another shot, and the layup is good. Daniels has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Pass to Tatum. Now here's Craig. Tatum setting the pick for Craig. It's tipped, and they recover it. The 3. The rebound by Young. Young's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now Daniels. For the tie. And it's Risacher missing. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 3-point lead. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Young outside. Jacks up a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists now in this one. Tatum kicks to Porzingis.
Porzingis, one of those big guys who you don't worry about substituting off the floor late in games. Over an 80% shooter from the line for his career.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Well, some people call Porzingis a unicorn, and they're not wrong. His terrific stature and his shooting ability, that is a rare combination.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Karis LeVert comes in for Daniels. Mann subbed in for Trae Young. The Celtics also changing it up. Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for Jrue Holiday. Here's LeVert. Pass to Gay. Mann with it. To the wing right side. Here's Risacher. Al Horford with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The Celtics working the ball around now. Bounce pass, Craig. And here's Brown outside. Rebound by the Hawks. Here's Risacher. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Risacher does a nice job of drawing the contact on his way up. Now a chance at the line.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Celtics?
The 3-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
No good on that one.
Looking like your classic wing. Zachary Risacher is 6'8", long, and can hit threes. A real modern swingman.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Porzingis. He hits the second from the line. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Pritchard.
Yeah, easy call.
First trip to the line for him here.
How about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Hawks trail by 3. Man with it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Risacher in the corner. Pass to Gay. 6 on the shot clock. Now, Man. And they pick up 2. Man's got 6.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Horford with a screen on LeVert. Here's Brown. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Brown's got 20 points.
And not the easiest shot on the floor. And Brown sticking with that one, showing his confidence.
To the middle. Here's Gay. And he converts the layup.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Atlanta has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. There's the lob to the hoop. Pass to LeVert. Over to the wing. Here's Man. He's got 6. In Atlanta again with the bucket. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Man. Steps back and shoots. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Boston trailing. Left side, Brown. And another miss by Boston. And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Gay, and that one is stuffed right through.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And he drives in and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Two shots.
That free throw, no good.
And he's taking care of the hard part tonight, which is getting to the line. But he hasn't finished the job once he gets there.
Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. And he sinks the second.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Chance to check out the stats for Jaylen Brown. Great showing for him last season. Put up about 23 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
And he has really settled into this role. For some guys, maybe him, they'd rather come off the bench and do their damage.
Horford, no luck.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Celtics shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Pritchard passes to Brown. Here's Cornette. Capella covering. Now here's Craig. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That's on Clint Capella.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the Celtics making a change here. Hauser's checked in. That's good from Craig.
And one difference this have is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
And with the bounce pass, Johnson. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got 7 rebounds in the game. Hauser the pass to Pritchard. This ball movement by Boston. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. Mann passes to LeVert. 1:16 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Mann, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And he's just had 1 attempt at the line earlier. And for the Celtics, they're shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Here's Pritchard. Nailed from 3-point land. Pritchard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Boston. Pass to Mann. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. And he knocks down the first one. Trae Young, he's checked in for Atlanta. And so he hits both. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Here's Pritchard, defended by Young. And that one comes up a bit short. Atlanta has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Puts up a 3. Man can't hit.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Here's Pritchard. His three-pointer's off the mark. And here is Capella. No scoring in this one. Right side Horford. Here's Hauser. Good on the triple. And the Celtics lead by 3. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Celtics lead by 3. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Young is out there with Daniels. And it's LeVert in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Pritchard, defended by Young. It's stolen by Johnson. Daniels with it. High post Young. Over Holiday. Young's shot is off. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's a 1-point game. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Connects on the 17-footer. 7 points for Jason Tatum. Pass to LeVert. Johnson up top, guarded by Tatum. Johnson kicks to LeVert. A floater, and it's good on the layup.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Here's Hauser. Outside Holiday. Rebound by the Hawks. Young's got 6 rebounds now in the game to take the lead, and it's blocked, and they get it back. With the floater, that shot misses. The Celtics with the lead. Holiday, the pass to Tatum. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Johnson dishes to Daniels.
Daniels such a shifty player. He has a myriad of ways to get to the free throw line.
Team play. Dyson Daniels. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the Hawks making a change here. Risacher checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Brown is checked in for Pritchard. And it's tied up with that one.
He was able to tie it up, but he has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Outside Tatum. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Okongwu.
Basketball.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. And right on target. Good. And the Celtics lead by 2.
This is how refined Tatum's motion is. He needs so little setup time.
He takes it in on the wing, Daniels. 6 to shoot. Pass to Rizachet to take the lead. The rebound by Jason Tatum. The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Back to Brown. Tatum with the screen on Young. And here's Porzingis. A rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. That one doesn't go. Nice D from Porzingis. They get a hand on it. Lets it go from deep. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game. The Hawks trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Okongwu bounce pass. Now Rizachet. Atlanta again missing. Holiday against Young. And Holiday kicks to Tatum. Right wing. Here's Hauser. It's to Porzingis. Celtics passing it around. That doesn't go either for Porzingis. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. A shot by Johnson, no good. Celtics leading by 5. The kick out to Holiday. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Rizachet with it. Now, here's Okongwu. Pass to Daniels. They need this. Sinks the three-pointer. Daniels has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. The kick out to Holiday. Fires the 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Daniels has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Young. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Holiday dishes to Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. Over Okongwu. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Hawks trail by 3. And here's Daniels. Young outside to tie it up. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Hauser. Now here's Brown. Here's Porzingis. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
This is what an offense is supposed to do. You look for a high percentage shot, and Porzingis the beneficiary.
Johnson outside. Now Daniels. Pass to Okongwu. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And he comes up with the deuce. 12 points for Rizachet.
Rizachet has everything you need to be a great mid-range shooter. He stays on balance, can rise above defenders, and has that high release point. He's got the total package.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Celtics leading by 3. Holiday looking for an opening. Here's Okongwu. Young outside. Johnson in the corner. Pocket 6. Okongwu with the screen for Johnson. They grab their own miss, and it's denied. Now here's Porzingis. Pass to Tatum. Out left to the wing. Here's Hauser. This one for 3. Tatum no good.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Johnson with it. Picked up by Brown. Brown against Johnson. Here's Risacher. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, no need to settle for a layup with Porzingis inside at that size. That's an easy jam.
Okongwu with a screen on Tatum. And here's Johnson outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Hauser. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite.
LeVert's checked in for Dyson Daniels. Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics. Tatum down low. Johnson's there. Just 5 to shoot. A nice shot by Tatum. And the Celtics lead by 7.
Oh, good work from the mid-range there. Tatum likes taking that shot when he can create space.
Here's Young. And he gets it to go from the corner. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
They set the pick, and here's Brown outside. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Johnson against Tatum. Johnson kicks to LeVert. Okongwu with the screen for LeVert. Hands it from downtown.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Holiday is checked in for Pritchard. And it's the Celtics with the ball, leading by 5. Hauser the pass to Brown. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. Atlanta's shooting around 37% in the fourth quarter. The minutes starting to wear on them. Okongwu with a screen on Tatum.
Boston foul. Tatum Hauser. His fifth. Team second.
Johnson surveying the floor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
His fourth.
It goes on Jason Tatum.
Jalen Johnson. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Johnson. And both free throws good for Johnson.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Porzingis with a screen on LeVert. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis loving the moment right here, stepping up huge.
Johnson outside. Young outside. Back to Johnson. 5 to shoot. Here's Risacher. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Tatum against Johnson. High, arcing shot. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Into the lane.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Johnson against Tatum. Johnson kicks to LeVert. 5 on the clock. Okongwu with a screen on Brown.
Oh, incredible defense. JB, an elite two-way player.
Porzingis passes to Holiday. This ball movement by Boston. It's Brown on the wing. Double team on Holiday. The Celtics need to get a shot off. It's up a 3. That one no good. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. 11 seconds left in the game. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
.11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Laces one from 3.
Trae Young, not the biggest guy on the court, but will take the biggest shots.
And that's an intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Team second. Shooting to one. Shoot 2. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You can bet that's what they're looking for this late in the game. They need that 3.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Porzingis way outscored, and he beat it.
Did they just do that, Kevin? They just did
I can't believe it. How in the world can you end the game on a shot like that?
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Jalen.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Hart.